Hang on. Before we get started, can I just say something? Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you've booted up the game. A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock set at 12 o'clock and call it a day. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. That's how I know that you care about this experience. You're paying attention. I don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see this screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead, pick whichever time you want, even if it's not the correct time. You've earned it. All right, I'll let you get back to the video game now.
Oh, I love that. I love that so much. Hey guys, welcome back to Stanley Parable. You kind of know what to expect because you have no idea what to expect. So, obviously, you know, yeah, we just dive into it. That was awesome. That was a great little tidbit there.
This is the story of a man named.
Ha! Skipped.
Yet there was not a single person.
Not a soul here.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
No.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet.
You don't think I'll stay here?
To still be here.
Oh, well, that's a shame, isn't it? Because I'm here now. I live here now. What are you going to do about it, disembodied voice, huh?
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
How about this, though? You look at these moves. Look at these moves, huh? Huh?
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Don't talk to me like that.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
You want to bet?
I never would have thought to mention it.
I mentioned it to me. To me.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path.
Yeah.
Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite."
You're so mean.
I hope your friends find this concerning.
You're so mean. But I did. I got this ending. If you could call it that.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid.
Okay, now that's just
He probably only
hurtful.
got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
All right.
That or with drug money.
No.
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Well, yeah. But you didn't have to call me out like that.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
Right.
You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system.
Of course.
And you collapsed on the keyboard.
Exactly.
Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
I like how you get stuck on the tape.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby,
I'm wearing
the
headphones.
person at this computer is dead.
I'm wearing
They have fallen
headphones.
prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities.
Sure.
It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species.
Right.
Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming.
Got it.
So that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them.
Great.
All right. When you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Got it. You hear that, guys? I am dead. I am deceased now. I just want to get another good look around here. Is that a nail puller thing? Don't know what it's called. A nail remover? Yeah, that's what it's called. A stapler remove. I don't know. So some wrenches, some pliers, some big wrench and duct tape and some rope. No, is that supposed to be an extension cord? I think that's supposed to be an extension cord. Looks like a rope. Just looks like a rope. But what is that supposed to be? That just looks like a spike. It's just a spike sticking out of a box. This is a giant nail. I can't jump. Can't double jump. You got some pliers up there, some duct tape, another nail spike just sticking out. What you got here? Is that a broom in the broom closet? That's crazy. That's crazy. We got some cardboard. Why is this thing on top of the cardboard? That implies that when somebody put this shelf here, the cardboard already was here and they did not care. I'm also curious as to how the cord here, how the wire is just kind of clipping through the broom closet. Disembodied voice, you did not design this room very well, let me tell you. I guess so many questions, like, why is there no mop? And that's the last bit of my questions. Alright, I think I am ready to go.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee, coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yeah, what's down here? What's this say? I can't read it. Editor, zoom. Great, good job. Yeah, I'm gonna assume you did it. I'm gonna definitely assume you did it.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Doors closed automatically behind him wherever he went.
That's crazy.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
Yeah.
He's simply repeating.
Yeah.
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming!
I'm dreaming.
This is all a dream.
This is all a dream.
Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
Okay.
And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh.
Then
Hey, I'm higher
he
now.
imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much
Whoa.
fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Yeah.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
Okay, now it's
I'm
gotten
dreaming
weirdly
of a
meta.
voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be?
Wait, what?
Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
What?
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley.
That is a shot.
After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream.
Yeah.
Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago?
Exactly.
How else would the voice explain all that?
Explain that,
This
voice.
voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
It's a dream.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin. the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Hey, it didn't work.
Stanley began screaming.
Ah.
Someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
But
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
how odd. Hey, I'm back here. Oh, this is actually different because the boss knows what that the boss will. No. Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the bosses suffer losses, then that's what the boss chose. Makes me wish I had a luxurious bathroom. All right. Oh. Oh. This, I thought I tried to open this last time and it didn't open. Business strategy. Murdering pandas. What? What? Let's go up. Oh. Heh. I knew that. What? What if I go down?
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring
It's
of emotion
hunger.
in his
I am
chest,
hungry.
as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
Of course. Why would it be anything else?
Now,
Obviously.
when for years it had never occurred to him.
It was short, right? Yeah.
This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay. Sure. Right. Yeah.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I'm gonna go this way.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Yeah, we'll be
At
fine.
this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yeah, let's do it.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator,
What?
as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
Right.
In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body.
Yeah,
killing
bleh.
him instantly.
Bleh, I'm dead. Oh. Oh. Okay.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game.
Right.
In his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Right.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
This is crazy. Are you telling me this is all some kind of game? Ah!
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
All I see right now is a black screen.
Perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Exactly. Oh.
But listen to me. You can still save these two.
Oh.
You can stop the program before they both fail.
What do you mean?
Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose.
You don't think I will? Told you.
This is the
Oh man, I did what she said. It didn't even count it.
co-workers were gone.
I was hoping maybe there would be something if I did
Perhaps
that.
he had simply missed a memo.
I'll be back.
But listen
I'm
to
back.
me. You can still save these two.
Yeah, this
You can
time.
Stop the program before
Yes.
they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way.
Well, I did that and it didn't work.
As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's.
Well, I'm angry now.
Stop now and it'll be your only true choice.
No.
Whatever you do, choose it. Don't
No.
let time choose for you. Don't let
Ouch. My skull. Alright, we'll do one more. One more ending.
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up.
Yeah.
Silly me.
Uh,
Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office?
That's a good question.
That's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
Me too. Me too.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow. I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
Interesting.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
I know. I am a fresh take of the genre.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there.
It's
Is
crazy.
it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
This is so great. Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. We have no idea. We have no idea what it could be.
Oh my god. It's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a timeout here for a minute while I process this.
Oh.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No! No, wait! No! I need more time to process. All right. I have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
Of course. Of course.
Of course. Going back down in the elevator.
Yes.
How
Yes,
did I not
indeed.
anticipate it?
It's a mystery to
Sure,
us
now
all.
It's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before.
Never
I
before.
had no frame of reference to even anticipate it.
Yeah.
That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is.
I know.
A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling.
Isn't it?
That has grown stale and repetitive.
Yes. Exactly. You're starting to understand.
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator.
I know.
But the suspense, The agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill.
It is.
Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious.
Yeah.
So fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow? There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible.
Right,
They want
right.
big, explosive moments flung right in their faces.
Yeah.
The very moment that things get stuck.
Exactly.
But where's the tension?
Mm.
Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story? The characters.
The
Why
characters.
aren't we given time to imagine the surprises?
I
We
know.
have to think and to anticipate and then to marvel at the eventual reveal.
The succulent
This
reveal.
is storytelling. Stanley.
Exactly.
What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years.
Oh, yeah.
And it's really all because of you.
Oh, well,
You're the one who
no.
took this
No.
bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over.
I
mean it. This is
oh.
unique and different. It's not like anything else out there.
Oh,
See,
stop.
I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to.
No, I agree. I
We've
agree.
Such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we
Ugh,
all know it.
exactly.
We're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive.
Exactly.
Like you so much, Stanley, because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model.
I know. I know.
People look up to you.
Mhm.
Which is why, oh, I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you.
A press
So that you can
conference?
talk about your work and your storytelling and your life.
Oh.
Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning.
Sure.
They really look up to you, Stanley.
Okay.
I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them.
No.
This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better. Oh, good, we're here. Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
All right. I guess we're committed. Oh, it's us. We're Stanley. We wow. We are killing it. Oh, War or Peace, baby.
Ah,
Oh.
yes, here it is, just through this door.
Oh, okay.
All right, are you ready? I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry, you'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley.
No.
Okay, it looks like they're ready for you. Go get 'em.
You guys are so sweet. You guys are so sweet to me. Alright, we could do this. We could do this. Oh, shucks, I'm all nerves. I'm all nerves. I mean, I'm gonna be on stage with, you know, the same stage that the dude who came up with pizza has been on. I mean, the guy who went to Mars. Oh, you guys have no idea. Oh. So that is all the time we have for today's video. I will see you guys in the next part of the Stanley Parable. But until then, peace and prosperity. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. Pew, pew. Finger guns. I don't know, guys. I don't know.
Stanley liked the video and subscribed to the channel. He then clicked on one of the other videos on screen. Not picking up very well on cues, Stanley watched this video to the very last second.